We offer you deep historical information from history on YouTube channel. Subscribe. Now don't forget to turn on notifications.
The Taiping Rebellion is one of the bloodiest and most influential rebellions in Chinese history. Born in response to the weakness and internal divisions of the Qing dynasty in the mid-19th century, it developed into a long and violent civil war. The rebellion shook China's social, economic, and political structure and marked an important turning point in modern Chinese history. Roots and beginning of the rebellion. The Taiping Rebellion began in 1850 under the leadership of Hong Xiuquan, a man born in Guangxi province. After being introduced to Christianity, Hong claimed to see himself as a prophet. His mystical and religious experiences, combined with the social and political upheaval in China, sparked a rebellion. Hong started a religious movement to protest against the corruption of the Qing dynasty and injustice in society, foundation of the Taiping kingdom. Hong proclaimed himself the Son of God and the eldest son of God, who ordered the overthrow of the existing dynasty in China. Based on his religious teachings, he proclaimed a kingdom called Taiping, which means Great Peace of the East. The rebellion, which began in 1851, quickly gained strength, and Taiping forces began to take over major cities in southern China. Rebellion spread and violence. The influence of the Taiping Rebellion spread rapidly, quickly gaining popularity in the countryside and some cities. The Taiping forces led by Hong fought the traditional Qing forces and won many victories. However, the rebellion expanded, using violence not only against the Qing dynasty, but also against other local forces and civilians. Taiping forces looted and pillaged the cities they captured, while harshly punishing those who did not support them. Western influences and conflicts. The Taiping Rebellion was not confined to domestic issues, but also interacted with Western powers. Western powers such as Britain and France fought against the Taiping forces in order to help the Qing dynasty and protect their own commercial interests. This increased the complexity and impact of the rebellion and further complicated China's internal political situation. End and consequences. By the time the Taiping Rebellion ended in 1864, it had caused massive destruction and nearly 20 million deaths. The Qing dynasty fought long and hard to suppress the rebellion, but suffered huge casualties. The rebellion further weakened the power of the Qing dynasty and seriously undermined its ability to deal with China's internal turmoil. The Taiping Rebellion had a profound impact on modern Chinese history. Not only did it expose the weakness and decay of the Qing dynasty, but it also had long-term effects on the religious, social, and political structures of Chinese society. It is considered a turning point in China's modernization process and had a significant impact on the country's subsequent political and social development. Social and economic dynamics. The Taiping Rebellion was a reaction to the weakness of the Qing dynasty and problems in China's social and economic structures. In the mid-19th century, China's rapid population growth, concentration of land ownership, heavy taxation, economic pressure on peasants, and natural disasters such as drought were all factors that increased social tensions. These conditions fostered popular discontent and sowed the seeds of the Taiping Rebellion. Hong Xiuquan and religious origins. The religious beliefs of Taiping leader Hong Xiuquan were an important factor in determining the dynamics of the uprising. When Hong read the Bible distributed by Christian missionaries, he claimed to see himself as the Son of God. Hong's religious visions sparked a rebellion against social injustice, and his messages calling for the salvation of China at God's command found strong support among his followers. Taiping ideology and social engineering. The Taiping Rebellion was not only a political rebellion but also a movement for social change. The Taiping leaders adopted various policies and ideologies to restructure society. For example, they promoted progressive policies such as land reform and gender equality. At the same time, they proposed radical changes to China's traditional culture and family structure, military and political conflicts. The Taiping forces fought long and bloody battles with the armies of the Qing dynasty. These conflicts affected cities, towns, and rural areas across much of China. The Taiping forces initially won significant victories against the Qing dynasty, even capturing important cities such as Nanking. However, with the help of foreign military advice and modern weaponry, the Qing forces gradually gained the strength to break the resistance. International dimension. The international dimension of the Taiping Rebellion is also noteworthy. Western powers supported the Qing dynasty and fought against the Taiping forces. This reflected the external influences and Western imperialism in China at the time. Western powers intervened to protect their commercial interests in China and to prevent the collapse of the Qing dynasty. Consequences and legacy. The end of the Taiping Rebellion had a profound effect on China's domestic political situation. The rebellion further exposed the weakness and decay of the Qing dynasty, which later led to the fall of the dynasty and the establishment of the Republic of China. In addition, the violence and destruction during the uprising left deep scars on Chinese society, and the period has been recognized as an important turning point in China's modern history. The Taiping Rebellion is a complex event that had a profound impact on China's political, social, and cultural history. It is recognized as an important key to understanding China's past and assessing the development of modern China. Demands for land reform and social justice. During the rebellion, the Taiping leaders prioritized their demands for land reform and social justice. Opposed to China's traditional feudal land structure, they implemented various policies to break the power of landlords and redistribute land. This gained widespread support among the peasants, as land ownership issues were a major source of discontent in Chinese society. Gender equality and women's rights. The Taiping leaders embraced progressive ideas ahead of their time and took groundbreaking steps in women's rights. They called for women to be educated and allowed to take a more active role in society. They also implemented policies that encouraged greater participation by women in social and political life. This was a very radical and original approach at the time and opened up an important debate about gender roles in Chinese society. Religious dynamics and missionary influence. Taiping leader Hong Xiuquan's introduction to Christianity and the development of his own religious visions profoundly influenced the dynamics of the rebellion. Inspired by the Bible, he embarked on a mission to transform Chinese society and establish the kingdom of God. These religious elements, however, complicated the nature of the rebellion and demonstrated how religious identities can become intertwined with political and military conflicts. Ethnic and cultural diversity. The Taiping Rebellion also reflected China's ethnic and cultural diversity. The Taiping forces included Han Chinese as well as other ethnic groups, and people from different ethnic backgrounds played important roles at different stages of the rebellion. This is important in understanding the scale and impact of the rebellion, as China at the time was a complex society in which different ethnic groups lived together. Analysis of policies and ideologies. An analysis of the policies and ideologies implemented under the Taiping leadership is important for understanding the complexity of the rebellion. Policies in areas such as land reform, women's rights, religious doctrine, and social engineering reveal the overall aims of the Taiping movement and how it sought to transform society. It is also important to examine how these policies and ideologies were put into practice and the impact they had. Assessing the consequences and legacy. The consequences and legacy of the Taiping Rebellion are crucial to understanding China's modern history. The suppression of the rebellion further exposed the weakness of the Qing dynasty, and Chinese society experienced a period of deep instability and chaos. However, the Taiping movement was a catalyst that initiated processes of social change and transformation in China and inspired many modernization movements. Finally, a detailed study of all these aspects of the Taiping Rebellion is important for understanding the complexity and richness of Chinese history. It is regarded as one of the turning points in China's past and had a profound impact on the formation of modern China.
We offer you deep historical information from history on YouTube channel. Subscribe. Now don't forget to turn on notifications.